leader Rahul Gandhi has attacked the centre yet again over Odisha tragedy while addressing Indian diaspora in New York. He claimed, and I quote, "I remember a train accident when the Congress party was in power. Congress did not get up and say that the train crashed because of the fault of the British. Congress minister said it's my responsibility and I'm resigning." So this is the problem we have back home. We make excuses and not accepting the reality. So Rahul Gandhi has again attacked the centre. In the latest attack, he has talked about this tragedy that took place in Odisha. Let's listen in to what Rahul Gandhi said.
उनसे पूछो भैया ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट क्यों हुआ? कहेंगे भैया वो देखो कांग्रेस ने 50 साल पहले ये किया. I remember a train accident when the Congress party was in power. The Congress party did not get up and say, now it is the fault of the British that the train has crashed. No, the Congress minister, I remember, said, it is my responsibility the train has crashed, I'm resigning. This is the problem that we have back home. That we make excuses and we are not accepting the reality we're faced with.
Our senior editor Pallavi Ghosh is joining us. Pallavi, so the politics over the tragedy continues, and now in the latest, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi has attacked the centre, saying that the central government makes excuses and is not accepting the faults and the reality.
Yes, and along expected lines also, this was the last leg of Rahul Gandhi's interaction in America, and this was in New York where he was addressing the Indian diaspora. But naturally, he would raise the train accident issue. But he was also talking in the context of the fact that a difference in the politics of both the BJP and the Congress. While the Congress owned up its responsibility, he claimed that the BJP would keep on passing the buck and would be on a reverse gear, to use his words. In fact, if you listen to his interaction in detail, he talks about the fact that it's a bit like a car where the Prime Minister works in a reverse gear. Whenever any mistakes are made, he always holds the Congress party responsible, not accepting any blame on himself.
Right, Pallavi. So, can we expect another war of words between the Congress and the BJP, as we've seen that the BJP has been maintaining this stand that this issue should not be politicized?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, especially in the context of a train accident, the BJP already has been attacking the opposition parties and the Congress party of doing politics over it, instead of actually having all hands on deck and being on the same page. The fact is that whenever these kind of incidents take place, politics does break out, with both the sides blaming each other, and the Congress and opposition parties saying that, you keep on talking about accountability, but how about showing some at this point of time?
Also, Congress also claimed that this tragedy was a man-made devastation caused due to utter negligence on the centre's part.
I think we really have to go by the official report, which has been put up by the Railway Ministry, and also we know that the Railway Board is now recommended a CBI probe in it. But as the nature of politics, there are many questions which also are being asked. There was a CAG report which talked about vacancies which are not being filled up. You talk about a new system of coverage which would ensure no accidents would take place. Was that in place? Was there a failure? Was it a human failure? Was it a sabotage? But more importantly, why is it that despite the fact that you talk about new trains, no protection is being given to the passengers? These are the questions which are raised by the opposition parties.
Also, another demand by the opposition parties is that Ashwini Vaishnav should resign from his post. And yesterday, we heard Ashwini Vaishnav saying that this case has now been recommended to the CBI, and the CBI will be probing this case. So, what next in this case?
I mean, he's recommended a CBI probe, so I guess that's what they're going to be checking out. I mean, what really was the cause? Was there sabotage, as some insist it is? Was it a human failure? Was it a misjudgment? that's going to be, I think, most important time-bound probe is what the government would want at this point of time. But more importantly, will lessons be learned? Will changes be made? For example, overcrowding of trains. There were so many, the death toll was believed to be much, much higher also because of the fact that the train was carrying more than capacity, and this is a perennial problem. So those are concerns which are to be addressed. As far as the resignation is concerned, so far no word really coming in from the government. I think Minister Jitendra Singh had already made it very clear that this is not the time to think about it. So the jury is still out. Opposition party, of course, gives precedence, but there's a war of words over it. Instances are being put out by government sources of the number of casualties, deaths which took place when, say, Nitish Kumar, Lalu Prasad Yadav and Mamata Banerjee were rail ministers, but they never resigned. So, it's going to be mired in war of words from both the sides. I think what is going to be critical at this point of time to see whether, despite all this politics over it, whether on-ground changes will take place.
Right, Pallavi, thank you for giving us all those details and for that context. Now, let's listen in to some political reactions on this story.
The last 5 or 6 days.
क्या प्रधानमंत्री जी इस सदी के सबसे भयावह रेल दुर्घटना की जिम्मेदारी लेंगे? नंबर 2, क्या प्रधानमंत्री जी अपने रेलवे मिनिस्टर श्री अश्विनी वैष्णव का इस्तीफा लेंगे? हमारी ये स्पष्ट मांग है कि रेलवे मिनिस्टर को तुरंत नैतिक जिम्मेदारी लेते हुए इस्तीफा देना चाहिए। तमाम रिपोर्टों का, और ये 9 फरवरी की जो रिपोर्ट थी साउथ वेस्टर्न रेलवे की, इन सब रिपोर्टों पे जो सवाल उठते हैं, इन सवालों का जवाब प्रधानमंत्री जी की तरफ से कौन देगा, और मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये सवाल आप उठाएंगे।
Let us wait. Few minutes ago, Railway Minister has handed it over to CBI. Let us wait and watch how things are unfolding. इनको नहीं करना चाहिए। इस समय में राजनीति की घड़ी नहीं है। राजनीति करने के लिए लंबा समय आगे भी है, वो कर भी सकते हैं। सब जवाबदेही लोग राजनीति ना करते हुए, परिस्थिति को संभालते हुए अपने जवाबदेही निभाए, यही मैं सबको निवेदन करूंगा।